Hi there, welcome to Scrap and Coffee. Today another Scrappy Basics video. We are ready to attach our pages to our binding system. So all 4 pages are matted, and as you can see I did it. I used the red papers and I have to say I don't hate it. I kind of like it actually. So yeah, we are ready to attach them into our album. So here I have all my white photo mats that I've used in my matting process. So let's get rid of those. So what I like to do is I like to place my pages in order. I have 4 pages. This is page number 1. Then we have page number 2. Yes, I'm just checking if it's all in the right position. And I'm going to start with page number 4, attaching first. Because I always like to attach the page on my most right hinge first and then work my way to the left. So this page, and I have to check it for myself, is one of the pages that has the opening on the top and on the side. So we are going to place that one on the 4th hinge. And I'm just checking if everything is going to fit, and it looks good. So I'm going to remove the tape backing from one side of the hinge, and I usually choose to do that on the left side of the hinge. That's just a personal preference, I think. And this page is quite hard because it has that opening on the top and on the side to attach it to your hinge straight. So we have to be a little bit careful. But I'm just placing it without attaching it to that tape backing that's showing. And normally I would really get my face in there, but so try not to go all the way down to your cover with your page. Just try to stay away a little bit from that. Then I'm giving it a burnish. I'm just using my hand right now. And then I can flip it over to the other side, and I will remove the tape backing on this side of the hinge. And attach it and try to give it a burnish. So that's the first page. And now we still have that opening here in the top, so we can still make an insert for that as well. Okay, on to the second one. This is one of the tunnel pages, and this is the front of the page. So here I can place my hand in that page. I'm trying to make sure that you can see it. So it's a little bit easier to get on that hinge. I'm going to remove the tape backing on this side. Oh. And because we placed that tape really close to that folded over edge on our hinges, we are able to stay away a little bit from the cover. If you would place it closer towards your towards the bottom, then the tape would be showing, and you don't want that. So again, going over to the other side. And I never attach it while it's laying this side. I'm always putting it up again, and then I will press it on there. I don't know, I just feel like it gives me a better result. So that's the second page. Then we are on to this other one again with the opening on the side and on the top. So this one is a little bit harder again. You see, this is the front, because it's just a little bit harder to keep everything in place. And I don't want it to stick on it yet. Just make sure it's straight. So just take your time a little bit more with these pages, because it's just a little bit harder. You have to really see that it's straight on your hinge. Again, I'm just getting my page a little bit straighter up, and then I burnish it on there. And then one more. Let's see, the front is over here. So again, I can stick my hand in there. It's just so much easier. And slide it on that hinge. And because we made our pages in the same length as our hinge, I don't have to worry, especially with these pages that were the tunnel pages. I just know that they go on, they're straight. They stop because of the minoring, of the tapering of the hinges, and I just know they're straight, and I don't have to worry about it because my hinge is a little bit smaller than my page, and you really have to make sure everything is lined up. But now I just know everything is lined up. So our 4 pages are in here, and this is what it looks like. So for the inside covers, I thought because it's a basic album, we are just going to keep it basic. So I just made 2 pockets. I prepared 2 pockets that are going to fit on that piece of black cardstock that we put in here to cover all the chipboard. So this was, let me check because I don't remember. I have to measure upside down. This was 4 3/4 by I think 6 3/4. Yes, so that's where I am going to place the pocket. So I've got a piece that was 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, and that gives me a pocket that makes 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. And we are going to place that on here, and I'm going to do the same thing on the back side of the cover, of the inside cover. Just keep it basic. You can do a lot of fun things on the inside cover, but because it's a basic album, really for beginners, I didn't want to do anything crazy. So I'm going to attach it using my art glitter glue. So I'm lining it up with that piece of cardstock that I was talking about on the bottom and on the sides. Give that a burnish to make sure it really sticks. And I've also prepared some pieces that I want to place on there. So I think I'm going to do it like this. So we can glue those down as well, and then that's the whole inside matting of the album is done, except for the photos and some embellishment, of course. This will go on here. Again, I just cut a piece that gives me that 1/8 of an inch border on the pocket. So this was 4.5 by 3 inches. And this piece is 4.5, I think 4.5 by 4.5. I just make sure I had enough length to go all the way into the pocket, but you don't have to go all the way to the bottom. So that's the inside cover here on the front. And then on the back I'm going to do the same thing. I've just got the exact same pocket here. I'm just putting my glue on my 1/2 inch flaps. Give that a good burnish. And again here I've prepared my pieces that is going on here, and as you can see, again, just like I did with page number 1 and page number 2, I'm taking in account like what did I end up here with my pattern paper, so I make it match with my cover. So this is the same. You also have to see like what do I have left of pattern paper that I'm able to use, of course. But I was working with the red and I really needed to make that transition back to the blue. Oh, this piece is a little bit too big, so I'm going to make a little adjustment. Let me see my paper trimmer. It should be 4.5. Oh, I don't know what I did, but it wasn't 4.5. Ink it up quick. Some new glue because it was already drying, of course. And now it should fit. And then this piece, also 4.5 by 4.5. Is going in here. So I will close up my glue and then I will show you really quick what I've done with the album. So now we have the pocket here. We have that flap over here that gives us room for a 4x4 photo. The pocket where we can place some photos in there. The largest will be 6x4. Here the 3x4s, I use the cutter part here. Here there will be photos. Here's room for 3x3 photos. Again here room for 3x3 photos, and then I will make some sort of embellishment probably in the middle. Here we have that pocket now, so we can make a photo mat that goes in there. The stack pocket. Here again room for 3x3 photos. The angle pocket. So we're on to page number 2 now. Room for a 6x4. Room for 2 4x4s, and this was one of the strips that I just got to size. I thought a little scenery would be cute here. Room for a 6x4, room for 3x3 photos. Here we can put some tags or something in this pocket. We can place some photos in this pocket. So I didn't mat the inside of this, I never do that actually. So here will be my strip of white that was a little bit over 6.25 by 3 for some smaller photos. 3x4 photos with it again a little cutter part. This time we are again onto the page number 1. But this is page number 3, but it's the design of page number 1. So a 4x4, this time on the outside, and a 6x4 on the inside. Again, the pocket for photos. And then we are slightly like this. I've used this red in here to make a transition towards the red papers. So again here for 3x3, 3x4 and 4x4. Here I used the cutter part, and what I actually did was I sliced 1/8 of an inch on all 4 sides of the cutter part, so my picture was still centered in the middle. And then I've got a piece of my red pattern paper with the white polka dots at 3x4 inches, and then I've mounted it onto each other. I thought that would give me a better look than just place the 3x4 onto my flap. Just a little bit more depth in there. So all the black that you see will be photos, but you could place white cardstock in there and then place your photo on top of it, but that creates bulk, so just keep that in mind. Again, the pocket here, we can make a photo mat for that. Stack pocket. Here I placed a really small strip, and it gives me the ability to place 4x3 photos here. The angle pocket again, 6x4, 2 4x4s. This time I placed it on the opposite position. 6x4, here again 3x3. So this really is an album that's suitable for smaller pictures. And again, this small pocket where we can place some tags in there. Here will be probably 3x3 photos. 3x4s. Here, what I did here, this was a 3x4 that was in the portrait direction, and I just got it to size in order to fit on this one of these flaps, and then I filled up the rest of the space with some pattern paper. So just made it work for me. And then we have that pocket on the back again. So the next step will be to decorate the outside of the album. So I have an idea what we are going to do, but that will be in a new video. So for now, thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.